Helluva Boss is trash, Edgeworth. We're all compatriots, right? Godot? Where's Edgeworth? He decided to busy himself with something else, so he wanted me to fill in. Besides, sometimes doing things different is a good change of pace. Like instead of me getting my usual cappuccino, I got myself a chocolate mocha. Right. So, I suppose you watch Helluva Boss? Oh yeah, I have. Show ain't half bad. Can't wait to see what happens in Season 3. Objection! That show isn't just half bad, it's straight up bad. In fact, even worse than Has Been. You think Has Been is bad, Trey? Kinda, you can look in the channel and see the whole video. What are you... whatever. Just tell me what makes you think makes this show worse than Has Been. Literally everything wrong with Has Been, but just so much worse. Now, again, the animation in some of the songs are beautifully handled. Hell, I even found Millie to be a pretty good character. But 90% of the characters are just so unbearable to watch. There's even more unfunny jokes which are even more sex-related for some reason. And, well, God, okay, really? It's just that the characters are so much less consistent than the ones in Has Been. Objection! You can stop right there, Mr. Trey. Helluva characters are just as, if not more expressive than Has Been characters. Even then, there's a fine difference between casts. Has Been is about humans who want to be redeemed into heaven. In Helluva, they're born and raised in hell. So they're gonna act all hot and steamy like a black coffee straight out the pot. Objection! Let's get one thing out of the way. And this is going to be going out to everyone who says this. Them being in hell is not an excuse for terrible writing. No, yeah, I can expect everyone to act like total jerks to each other and come off as hostile. However, that doesn't take away from the feelings these characters portray. Like, is there any real reason people want to hang out with Blitz? He's generally one of the most hateable characters I've had the displeasure of watching. And yes, I know, that's kind of the point. Hold it! Well, Trey, if you don't remember, Blitz had taken everyone out of terrible situations so that they can make bigger names for themselves as imps. He helped Moxie get out of jail, gave Millie a chance to show her potential as an assassin, and became a father figure for Luna. So honestly, they all owe him for making their lives that much sweeter, like when you mix sugar into your espresso. Well, let me remind you that Blitz is also a fool that constantly harasses his employees or makes their jobs harder on them. He literally has a whole society of exes that need to have meetups because of him, and he's just generally a total dick to everyone whether they're a friend or not. Try, those are supposed to be flaws that are supposed to lead to some sort of redemption arc with Blitz. We can see he still loves his employees like their family when he decides to sacrifice himself to save them. I can get that, Godot, but it's hard to notice that love when it's all overshadowed by this ignorance and even straight up bullying. I'm sure he's getting set up for some character growth, but there's barely any difference between seasons as of now. Exactly. Just give it time to brew and you'll soon end up what may be a perfect blend. But surely, Blitz isn't the only thing holding you back from liking this show. Well, he's the main character, so that's already a huge red flag. However, with main characters like Blitz, there also comes the love interest. Stolas. You sound pretty frustrated, Trey. Is Stolas that much of a deal breaker for you? Yeah, because Stolas' whole character is that he's a gay slut. Whoa, hold the hell No, I didn't mean like that, I swear. Pick your next words carefully, Mr. Trey. We don't condone these homophobic tones you're giving off. No, I don't hate Stolas because he is gay. I mean, that's 90% of Helluva's characters anyway, so who cares? I'm saying that Stolas just doesn't really have any other qualities other than that he just wants Blitz to rail him in bed. Thanks to Unspeakable, the show legitimately has to censor him when he goes into detail. The only other thing that's giving Stolas somewhat a relevant character is his relationship with Octavia, which can be its own conversation. Now, simultaneously, the show's obviously trying to set up a relationship between Blitz and Stolas. I can appreciate shows adding in relationships, but this has got to be one of the most forced relationships of all time. I cannot take either of them seriously when Blitz or Stolas says they love each other. Objection! Try, that's just a common trope in rom-coms or anything similar. They're representing how relationships can be a bumpy ride because both parties have divergent backgrounds. It shows you can make anything work if you love someone enough. Hold it! That's the thing! Stolas is experiencing lust for Blitz, not love. For multiple episodes, Stolas practically begs for Blitz to blow out his back, and it's not even for free. Stolas claims he doesn't look down at Blitz, but always treats him like a dumbass or calls him something like my little imp or his plaything. All while he's somehow oblivious to the absolute ignorance that Blitz shows through the whole show. He's shown not even caring about Stolas, but when Stolas gets hospitalized, now he wants to have feelings with Stolas? Because Blitz has never had real romantic connections with anyone, Trite. Stolas was the first person that showed interest in his vulnerabilities, and Stolas was thought to be immortal. Plus, he thought it absurd for imps and royalty to get along. Blitz could have possibly been thinking Stolas never loved him from the way he openly invites Blitz to come into his palace and come inside him. Excuse me, what the dickens is going on here? Judge, what are you doing here? There was a trial that was meant to take place for today. That was today? Jeez, I'm so sorry, sir. Just as a reminder, Could you tell me who I'm defending today? It's Maya, accused of murder. Again?